Back in November 2024, Maruti Suzuki's sub 4 meter sedan, the Dzire has received its 4th generational update, which impressed everyone by securing a 5-star safety rating, and it was a significant milestone for the brand. Now, this 4th gen Dzire, which is on display, is the VXI variant, which will be your VFM or the value for money variant. So, in today's video, we'll be taking a closer look at this Dzire VXI, which is the second base model from the lineup, and honestly, it offers a great balance of features and affordability. Despite being the second base variant, the VXI comes equipped with all the essential features which most of the buyers look for. For example, this particular VXI variant includes a 7-inch infotainment touchscreen system that supports wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay, central armrest for the rear passengers, rear AC vents and multiple charging ports as well. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through its exteriors, interiors, engine specifications, features and its on-road price. By the way, if you're new to this channel, I'm Rohit, I make automotive content, and if you like this video, do consider subscribing it and tap on the bell notification to get the latest updates. Alright, now this particular Dzire over here, which is the VXI variant, comes with the automatic transmission and it costs around 8,34,000 rupees ex-showroom. And if you look at the on-road price, it's around 9,88,000 rupees on-road Visakhapatnam. You can have a look at the on-road prices of the remaining variants on the screen. By the way, these on-road prices may vary based on your location and the state you live in. For the exact on-road prices, please reach out to your nearest showrooms. Alright, now let's see what you get in this VXI variant. Starting with the exteriors, you get a flat black finish radiator grille. You get a lot of functionality for the grille. As standard, you get this glossy black element on top of the grille. Obviously, being the second base variant VXI, you miss out on front parking camera, which means you don't get any 360 parking camera function as such. Looking at the headlamps, well, these are your halogen projector units with bulb type turn indicators. However, from the next variant ZXI, you'll be offered with crystalline LED headlamps along with daytime running lamps as well. Moving down to the bumper, you've got housings for the fog lamps. Again, just like the LED headlamps, the top models will be offered with fog lamps as well. If you look at the overall front fascia, it has got a nice elegant design to it. It reminds me of an Audi's design. Now let's take a look at the engine specifications. Well, just like the new Gen Swift, this 4th gen Dzire comes with the same 3-cylinder Z series 1.2 liter petrol engine, and it puts out 81.5 PS of power and 111.7 Nm of torque, and is mated to a 5-speed manual and a 5-speed automatic transmission as well. Switching from a 4-cylinder unit to a 3-cylinder unit has also increased in fuel efficiency. Well, this Dzire is claimed to return 24.7 km per liter for the manual variants, while the automatic variants are said to return 25.7 km per liter. Getting back to the exterior, these tires happen to be 165/80 section R14s with steel wheels and wheel covers. However, the next variant ZXI will be offered with painted alloys, and the top model ZXI Plus will be offered with 15-inch precision cut alloys. Coming to the braking department, you get disc brakes at the front and drum brakes at the rear. The ground clearance is 163mm or 16.3cm, which is your typical hatchback's ground clearance. These particular door molds are part of accessories, which is something to be noted. Moving to the overwhelms, well, these are electrically adjustable, auto foldable, and has got turn indicators in them. Again, just like the side door molds, you've got these door visors, which is an accessory. Then moving on to the roof, you don't get any sunroof as such. However, the top model ZXI Plus will be offered with a sunroof. And Dzire is the first ever sub 4 meter sedan to feature a sunroof. Then moving to the rear section, you get LED tail lamps which are standard from the base variant LXI. Also, you get turn indicators and reverse parking lamps in the same tail lamp unit. Just like the front grille, you get the same glossy black element on the tailgate as well with this chrome highlight. You get a boot lip spoiler too on the tailgate. Then moving on to the rear windshield, you get defogger along with stop lamp and a shark fin antenna as well on the top. Now the main missing element in this particular VXI variant would be the rear parking camera, which is something you can get it installed as an accessory. Unlike the rear parking camera, you get 4 parking sensors which are standard from the base variant LXI. Now time to check out the boot space. So this 4th gen Dzire has a boot carrying capacity of 382 liters, which is a decent boot space compared to its rivals. The boot has a nice opening. You get a boot lamp over here. Other than that, the space saver spare wheel has been tucked underneath. Well, that's all about the boot space. Now time to check out the interiors. You don't get any keyless entry and go function for this particular variant VXI. Let me just show you the keys as well. Well, these are your keys, and what you get are lock and unlock buttons. You get dual tone theme for the interiors with this beige color. Looking at the door elements, you get chrome door openers along with power window switches, lock and unlock, child lock, ORVM controls and auto fold function as well. Then moving down, you've got decently sized door bins along with some storage space next to it. Also, for this particular VXI variant, you get 4 speakers. However, from the next variant ZXI, you'll be offered with additional 2 tweeters. Looking at the driver seat adjustment, it is both height adjustable and also reclinable, which is a good thing for a second base variant VXI. Obviously, you can push the seat back and forth. Now, these beige color seat covers are part of accessories. But what you get as standard for the seats is beige color fabric upholstery. This being the automatic variant, you get a proper dead pedal. You get bonnet release and fuel lid latches over here. Then moving your way up, you've got auto on-off switch along with headlamp leveling adjustment control as well. And on top of it, you've got the ESC off or the traction control off switch. Now let's get into the cabin. Well, this is how the DZIRE VXI cabin looks like from the driver's POV or point of view. You've got hard plastics all over with nice fit and finish. Let's have a look at the glove box. Well, you get decent storage space. Now getting back to the steering wheel, well, this is your tilt adjustable steering wheel, not telescopic as such. Looking at the mounted controls, you've got infotainment buttons on the left, followed by these phone buttons. Behind the wheel, onto the left, you've got the wiper stalk, and onto the right, you've got the light stalk. Now this instrument console is an analog unit. You get tachometer on the left and speedometer on the right, and a tiny display between the dials which shows your time, temperature, gear indicator and fuel gauge as well. If you opt the ZXI Plus variant, you'll be offered with the colored TFT display for the MID unit. Just a basic display with required information, not too fancy as such. Moving to the center of the dash, you have a floating type infotainment touchscreen system. While this being the VXI variant, you get 7-inch infotainment touchscreen system. Also, you have the option for 9-inch infotainment touchscreen system, which is your Smart Play Pro Plus, which is only limited to the top model ZXI Plus. Well, coming to this particular display, this supports radio, Bluetooth connectivity, USB connectivity, wireless Android Auto and Apple CarPlay as well, which is really a good thing. You don't have to fumble with the wires and all. If you are familiar with this 7-inch infotainment, it is very easy to use. Everything is right in front of you. Following that, you've got the central AC vents, manual AC controls. Yes, you don't get any automatic climate control feature for this VXI variant. It is only offered from the next variant ZXI. You can adjust the blower speed using the left side toggle switch and temperature by using the right side toggle switch. And you'll find the rest of the AC controls over here. Looking at the charging ports, you've got a 12 volts power socket along with a USB A type charging port as well. Also, you've got some storage space to put your phone. Well, this particular storage area is for your wireless charging pad, which will be offered in the top model ZXI Plus. Then you've got 2 square shaped cup holders. And this being the automatic variant, you get a 5-speed automatic transmission. It's a 5-speed AMT shifter. You've got some storage space underneath the handbrake. And then instead of a central armrest, what you have here is a A-type charging port and a C-type charging port as well. So you get a total of 4 charging ports for your devices, which is a good thing. Then moving your way up, you've got manual dimming IRVM along with a reading lamp. You get a mirror for the passenger side sun visor. However, you don't get any for the driver side. Well, that's all about the front cabin. Now time to check out the rear cabin as well. The rear doors open wide enough. Looking at the door elements, you've got chrome door openers, power window switches, decently sized door bins for your bottles. You can actually slide in 2 bottles, a liter one and a half-liter one. Looking at the rear seats, you get high adjustable headrests for both the passengers. However, you don't get any headrest for the center seat. And like I've already told you, these are your seat covers, beige seat covers. Comes as an accessory. Being the second base variant, it is quite surprising to see a central armrest with 2 cup holders. Now let's get into the cabin. So first things first, I've set the front driver seat to my adjustment. I'm a 5 feet 10 inch person and I drive in a very relaxed manner. Especially I recline the backrest a little more than usual. So after adjusting to such position, you can see the amount of knee room I'm left with. I've got ample knee room and leg room. Also the footroom is good. What could have been better is the under thigh support. It's very poor. Despite having a poor under thigh support, the rear cabin feels very spacious. And it's due to the fact that it has got the beige theme all over, which makes the cabin feel roomy and airy. You get grab rails on either sides, a reading lamp in the center. Also, what makes the rear cabin very pleasant are these rear AC vents. And like I've already told you, you get a USB A-type and a C-type charging port along with a storage space for your phone. With the high adjustable headrest and the central armrest, you can make yourself comfortable in this rear cabin. So that's all about the interiors. Now time to check out the safety features. As standard from the base variant LXI, this DZIRE is offered with 6 airbags, ABS with EBD, electronic stability program, hill hold assist, traction control, reverse parking sensors, defogger, and the top model ZXI will be offered with 360 parking camera. And as per the crash test rating by Bharat NCAP, this 4th generation DZIRE has scored 5-star safety rating. So that's all for this review guys. Hope you liked it. If so, consider giving it a like and share it with your friends and family. Thank you so much. Drive safe and have a nice day.